Monday. I am sorry if you can hear the heater, but it is so cold that I need the heater on, which is a thing that rarely happens, but I don't know, for some reason we've just hit like a cold front. But it is Monday. I have already had a morning, let me tell you.
Jesse's watching YouTube in the lounge. I'm eating breakfast, watching YouTube in here. It's Monday. Welcome to another reading vlog. Technically it's also the reading rush, but my participation in the reading rush is going to be pretty abysmal, so I have a website for it, which I should cross-post to my Twitter today, but I don't even know how to use it. I'll keep track of my pages and stuff on there probably for the week. And if I manage to hit any of the reading goals, I will give myself badges, but I'm not trying too hard, and I could at a stretch say that Stardust has something purple on the cover, but does it really? I don't know. I do have a debut book in the list. I have something I meant to read last year. I have something with the book to movie adaptation. Technically I can meet some of the challenges, but we'll see. I'm at work today and I have work in the afternoon as well, so like into the evening. So I'm gonna try and get a bit of reading done in my lunch break and stuff, seeing as I didn't read anything yesterday if you watched my last vlog, but we'll see. I should keep getting ready. Okay, so it is 10:30 at night. I haven't vlogged all day. I also forgot to take my memory card with me to work, so the few times I was free and could have edited this vlog, I did not. Need to remember to take my memory card with me tomorrow so I can edit my Newts wrap up, and then maybe Wednesday I'll edit the vlog. It's gonna be a late upload, but whatever, nobody cares. I've hardly read anything. I had work, then I went to my other work, and I was there till like 7:30, 7:45, and then got dinner, got home, we watched a couple of episodes of Glee, and I could not be bothered getting off the couch to go grab my book for while we were watching Glee, otherwise I could have multitasked. But I have read like 2/3 of a section of Crown of Feathers, technically yesterday's section, but whatever, we didn't read anything yesterday, it's now today's section. And I'm going to finish that, but I haven't touched any other book, and I probably, once I finish this, I'll be falling asleep. So that's how it is. I'll definitely keep working on this tomorrow, but I'm going to try really hard tomorrow to also get through some of Fire Eternal and Golden Sun, because I want to save as much time as possible this month to start some August reads, because you will have seen my TBR by the time you get this, but like, look how much that I could possibly read for the Newts. Oh, move my lamp out of the way. These are all on my TBR, plus like 9 others. Yeah, not these, but everything else. We have our Hobbitses. Yeah. But yeah, there's so much I could be reading for the Newts in August, and I'm not going to get through them all, so I want to get as much of a head start as I can, which requires getting through the last of these books as fast as I can. And it's not going well. Tomorrow during our Glee watching, I'm gonna definitely have to be reading. Though, ideally, I shouldn't have work tomorrow. I should just be going to yoga, so. Oh, not afternoon work, just day work. So, we'll see how that goes. Good morning. I just read a couple of chapters of Crown of Feathers while I was drinking my coffee, because we ran out of bread and I was craving toast this morning, so I'm going to pick up some bread on the way to work and eat some toast at work. I got about 20 pages read, and I'm going to take this to work with me. I also changed my sectioning for my other 2 books, seeing as we've missed a couple of days now. So I jumped the section that I want to try and get read tonight of Fire Eternal up to 80 pages, because this is middle grade and the font's really big, and I jumped Golden Sun up to 70 pages. I think I'm being overly ambitious, but I have work tonight, so if I can finish, by which I mean I'll be staying up later and can read, if I finish Crown of Feathers during my lunch break and I read Fire Eternal before yoga, I could start Golden Sun before work and finish it I'm talking about the sections, not the whole book, and finish it while I'm at work. So wish me luck. That way hopefully I'll get those finished a little bit sooner than I would because of the skip days. It is raining, but I'm just gonna do a quick update. I've left from work and I'm going into the other work. Did end up getting called in, so I'm doing that. Alright, that makes sense. I did finish a book today. I finished my audiobook that I was working on, which is The Alchemist by Michael Scott. This is a reread, and it was going for the Book Junkie Trials Challenge of a TBR Vet. Yeah. It's the first in the Secrets of the Immortal Nicholas Flamel series, which came out a long time ago now. And I read this first one when I was a kid, and I've read like half of the second one, but I never finished the series. If you've been watching my vlogs for a while, you can tell this is a trend. I was a terrible reader as a child. I mean, good at it, bad at being consistent, and finishing series. So I'm rereading it to, you know, on audiobook, rereading the series to try and finally finish it. And I enjoyed this first one. It's kind of uneventful. I think I gave it 3.5 stars in my review that I wrote up before I left work. It's like, it's good, but it's a very introductory book. We did some world building, some like plot setup, but most of the actual like meat of the plot of the series is going to happen a lot later. So it was good. I'm keen to keep going. It's fun. I also read finished the 70-page section. I didn't read 70 pages, but I finished the 70-page section of Crown of Feathers in my lunch break, and I got like 15 minutes till I have to be at work. Yeah. And this is the only book I have with me, so I'm going to try and get a little bit further through this, get a head start on tomorrow. Maybe I could finish it tomorrow if I really power through. I'm gonna read a little bit of this while I wait. I also started the audiobook for Nevernight, which is going to be my first audiobook of the Newts, so it's going to carry into August. It's like 20 hours, so I can't imagine I'll possibly be done by August, but if I get really close to finishing, I'll like start an extra thing, I guess. I don't know, we'll sort something out. I just didn't want to pick up a brand new audiobook that would maybe carry into August if I don't get time to read. So I just wanted to start something that is on my August Newts challenge TBR. Thing is, there's no more audiobooks for the Bookie Trials. And I forgot how much I fucking love Nevernight. I love it so fucking much. It's hilarious. It's a writing style that's like, you'll either love it or you hate it. I think Australians would probably be more likely to like it. It's a little bit crass. By a little bit, I mean a lot of it. But my life is nothing if not crass. So, I love it. It's right up my alley. It's pretentious. It's like the writing style is very pretentious. Very clever, but like knows it's clever. And I love it. I'm like a couple of chapters in and I'm already like, oh, I remember why I loved this so much. Nevernight was one of those books that I started and immediately like, oh, this is a 5-star book, like 2 chapters in. And I was not wrong. So I'm having a great fun time rereading that. But anyway, I'm gonna read a chapter or so of Crown of Feathers before starting work, and I should only be there for like an hour. And then I'm gonna go home. I think we're having carbonara for dinner and I don't have to cook it, so yeah. So, oh, this lighting's very white. So Jesse's hopping in the bath. I'm gonna hop in after him because he likes the water far hotter than me. And I'm currently working on the Fire Eternal and I'm gonna take it into the bath with me. I'm hoping to read 80 pages of this tonight before I go to work so I can work on Golden Sun while I'm at work. Brief me. Hi. It is, what day is it? Wednesday. Oh my god. I have the girls at the foot of my bed going a little nutso. They're very like, yeah, they're having a bit of a fight, but they do this from time to time. They just, Trixie has a bit of a like cheeky streak. Heartstopper didn't arrive in the mail today, which I haven't been complaining about too much yet on here, but it was due yesterday, and I'm hoping to read. It's going to be like one of the final challenges for the Book Junkie trials that I'll be finishing if it doesn't arrive on time. I'm currently watching Rachel's vlog because I just got home and I was listening to it like a podcast while I was driving. And ugh. I am also 70 pages from the end of Crown of Feathers, so I'm going to finish that tonight. Yeah, so I'm going to finish that tonight. I was also hoping if Heartstopper arrived, I would have flown through that and finished that as well, but alas, no. And once I finish that, there's just Heartstopper, The Fire Eternal, which I'm currently a third of the way through, Golden Sun, which I'm about a third of the way through, and then Stardust, which is the Bookie Grail. A lot of people have been saying that Stardust is only like a 2-star book, including Rachel herself, the Queen. April was only 2 stars for April. A lot of people have been finding it really mediocre. And it's making me really not that enthused. But I'm a bard, which means my sissy is licking my book. You gonna do it again? Do it again. What are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, she stopped now. She was licking the book, but she stopped. Anyway. I'm back. So it's making me really not enthused to read it. I know it's only short, but I have other stuff to read. Once the Wiki Trials is over, I'm going to be head starting on my Newts reads, and they all seem so exciting, and these all seem like I've left all the ones I was less enthused about till last, which was 100% my mistake, but we're here. So I'm really tempted to use my bard power of a DNF counting as a challenge on Stardust if I don't like I haven't started it yet. Girls, I might start it tonight, try 50 pages, 70 pages, and if I'm really not feeling it, I'm real tempted to call it. I'm just not in, A, I'm not really in the mood, B, not enthused. Like, I didn't buy it for myself. It's technically Jesse's book. He DNF'd it because he couldn't get into it, and we both love the movie. And just, yeah, I've read Neil Gaiman before and liked it, but I'm not confident, and I don't want to push myself if I'm not enjoying it, because I could be reading Newt's books, which I'm absolutely gonna freaking love. So my goal for today: finish Crown of Feathers, start Stardust maybe. I'm going to yoga tonight, and then we'll have Thursday, Friday, and Saturday is what I'm leaving myself to finish The Fire Eternal and Golden Sun if I DNF Stardust, whereas I'm gonna give it a try, but I'm really tempted, guys. And then I'm gonna continue vlogging straight through into the Newts, so this is gonna turn into more like a weekly reading vlog, and we'll see. If I'm still on a roll, maybe we'll just keep on going forever. I have always taken breaks in the past, but I don't know, this has been easy, and I vlogged last month for Simsathon, which was not as effective. Like, I didn't vlog as well, but now that I have this camera, I feel like I'm doing good. I don't know. So we'll see how August goes. I'm enjoying the end of Crown of Feathers more than I enjoyed the start. But anyway, right now, what am I doing? I need to go start cooking dinner so that it's ready to like fully prepped before we leave for yoga. So I'm gonna go do that, finish watching Rachel's vlog and probably watch some other stuff while I'm doing that, and then sit down with Crown of Feathers for a bit. So I ended up watching YouTube while I cooked, and then we went to yoga, and then I got back and then we ate dinner, and by that time it was like 8:30, 9 o'clock, and I was feeling introspective, so I read a couple of pages. Jesse and I watched some YouTube together, cuddling to fix those existential introspective blues. I don't know. And I'm now in bed. It's 10:05 and I'm gonna try and finish Crown of Feathers now. I'm committed, let's do it. It's less than 70 pages. And I'd also love to read a little bit of Stardust, but only so we can make my decision as to if we're gonna do an effort. Yeah. Okay, so it's just after 11 o'clock now, but I just finished Crown of Feathers, and I put the dust checker back on. Isn't it pretty? Final verdict. I enjoyed it, but I don't think it's perfect. Let's get covered under the blankets. I think it's a like 3.75 kind of read. The start is a bit info dumpy. The world's really expansive, but I don't think this is a debut work. And I don't think the author's quite mastered how to naturally drop world building. It was a little bit forced and rushed. That's fine. You learn. Those are those things that you pick up over many, many attempts of writing a book. And the compelling elements, I would say, are more towards the end than at the start. It's a bit slow to kick off because it's trying to deliver all this world building. But the ending was really solid, and a lot of the reveals surprised me, though I'm like, I should have seen that coming, but I didn't. And the turn it's taken for book 2 is impressive. I will say I cared 0 jots about the main character at the start. I was way more interested in the 2 male characters. I thought their perspectives were a bit more interesting, but by the end I really did like her. She kind of came into her own. Again, I think characterization and character development was a bit patchy and not super naturally delivered, but again, I think that's a debut thing. I think Nikki Powell would get better with time. This has a lot of the makings of something really great. And yeah, that the ending has low-key blown my mind right now, and I'm very excited for book 2, if only to figure out how this is all gonna go. So yes, I think for a debut it's a really solid start. I think it's a fascinating world with really interesting dynamics and plot, but I think some of the execution could have been a little better, and I think it's something that will get better with time. Like, I think the author will only get better as she keeps going. They're the kind of things that are definitely like art perfection rather than just shitty choices. They're not bad choices, they're just inexperienced, less experienced, underdeveloped author kind of things. When you know you gotta get stuff on paper to make the story work, but there's ways that can do that that are subtle and you don't feel like it's being overdone, and then other ways that kind of like glare at you. And this sadly fell into that category for a lot of the writing. A lot of world building, like info dumping on the world building, and character development that wasn't the most organic. But plot wise, world building, not the building of the world, but the actual world itself and the expansiveness and the thought put into the world, A++. good. So this is probably going to sit like a 3.75, I think. But I haven't written my review, so we'll figure that out tomorrow. I'm going to go to bed. I'm not going to start Stardust tonight. But I might start it in the morning while I'm eating breakfast and just read the first little bit. There isn't a whole lot of text to a page, so we might be able to fly through the first 50 or so pages. I want to give it a try so I can say I've actually tried it before I DNF it. But I kind of want it to disappoint me at this point because I just, like, oh, if it really surprises me, we'll keep going. But I'm really doubtful. Anyway, alright, I'm gonna go to bed. Bye! I don't know what's happening. My memory card's doing weird things. I don't know how much of that last clip I got, but if none, good morning. I'm busy today. I'm taking godson to work. And I'm excited for it. To finish everything by Saturday, I have about 300 pages left of this and this. I read more on a Saturday than any other day though. So I've put in a 100-page section for each day for each of these. But I know that's not realistic. That's more just like an ideal, wouldn't that be great? But today's kind of busy. I'll get as far in this as I can before I get home and then work on this and try this and hopefully DNF it when I get home. So I am basically ready. I just have to feed some rabbit boys, some bun boys. So I thought I'd take you with me because why not? They're cute. You'll love them if this is the first video of mine or you've only recently subscribed. You get to meet my bum boys. So we have some celery heads. They love that. Any leafy greens. I will say, don't judge me on some of the stuff I feed my boys. We do some non-vet recommended stuff, but they freaking love it. Including rabbit and guinea pig food, which apparently is not meant for rabbits. Bad for rabbits, but it's marketed as rabbit food. So our boys freaking love it. They grew up on it before we got them. So we keep it up because they eat it up. Apparently it's not good for their gut, but they've been eating it for 2 years and been fine. So actually they may not need any today. Their bowl is super huge and it's winter, so they eat a little less. And as you can see, apologies, the hutch is kind of filthy. It needs a clean. It's not that bad. Their bowl is still like full of that. This is Shadow, he's grey, and that's Flick. He's not grey, well he's kind of grey. Let's put some, whew, I'm dropping my celery leaves. There we go, let's get them in there. I need to empty that kitty litter, but not this morning. That's in, you gotta refill the hay from the bag. Whoop. There we go, and I'll top up their water. Come on, bros, look, there's food. Yeah, yeah. It's celery leaves. You love celery leaves. Go on, you love them. I know you do. He's like, I've been eating all night. I don't care. Look. All right. Never mind then. What about you, buddy? What about you? Silly bunnies. So people may ask why you keep your rabbits outside. Rabbits are better inside. We know that. But unfortunately, we had them inside. And we've had them before we moved. We had the boys before we moved in here. And the landlords, they were inside for like a year until, or 6 months until the first inspection. And then the landlords came in and were like, oh, we didn't know you had them inside. That's not allowed. So then we had to move them outside. They're fine, they're well looked after, we walk them regularly, but like, it's kind of a bummer. Like, our landlords aren't terrible, but they let us get away with having 2 cats when we were only apparently meant to have 1, but they didn't kind of let us know that very well. And they let us have the rabbits, just not inside apparently. So, Oh well. But they're living their best life out there. And when we move, we're hoping to get an enclosed yard and have them free roaming in the yard so that they can get grass. Currently we don't have a yard, which is why they were inside, but they both grew up free roaming in an outside environment, which they love. When they visit Jesse's parents when we're away, they love it. They go nuts for it. So we'd love to ideally get them back to that. But because they're not very good inside either. They were in a cage inside and we let them out to run when they were living inside, because Flick, who we got first, is an asshole and will chew literally every cable in sight. He will hide. He wants to bury somewhere and chew things, which is difficult. And the Shadow would be better. Shadow's not a hide and chew person rabbit, but when you have one, we've got both, so we have to be even. We couldn't let Shadow be an indoor house rabbit and tell Flick he had to live outside. That's not fair. So because Flick can't be trusted, we can't let them free roam inside the house. We do want them to be free roaming outdoor rabbits in our next place. Flick's just an asshole. Like, he's not friendly ever, really. Shadow's beautiful and friendly. Flick's minimally friendly. Like, if he's in a mood, he might come cuddle you. But is not a generally friendly rabbit and spends most of his time hiding, chewing on things. So, yeah. That's how rabbit life is sometimes. I wish we could have them free roaming indoors, but they can't be trusted. And I can't rabbit proof the whole house. There's too much stuff. We're not hoarders, but we have too much stuff. They would chew my books, they chew my clothes. I mean, Flick chews my clothes. So we have the cats inside and the rabbits outside, but it is definitely not ideal practice. If you're planning on getting rabbits, train them to be inside house bunnies. They're trained, they're litter trained, they're just not safety trained. Shadow would be fine, but can't trust Flick. But we have the cats, so before I go to work, have a cat shot. Hi! Yeah, hi! And Sissy's in the window. Yep, that's what that's called. Hey Sissy! Hi! Well, no hard stopper, but I do have a package. But I know it's not a hard stopper because it's the wrong company. I can't do this one-handed. So we had two things in this package, both of which are sequels of things I've read this month or I'm reading this month. So we have The Wheel to Battle by Ada Palmer, which is the third book in the Terra Ignota series. Obviously I read Seven Surrenders last week. Can't remember. I think it was last week. This is technically a smaller format than the copies I have of Seven Surrenders and To All the Lightning, but Too Late the Lightning, but I don't think those versions are available anymore, or at least I had a hard time finding them, and I'm not the fussiest when it comes to formats, so I just rolled with it and got this little boy. How many pages has this got? Like 400. Oh, and the text is a little bigger. That's actually nicer. I like that. And the other thing I got was Morningstar by Pierce Brown, which is obviously the sequel to, or the third book in the Red Rising trilogy, and I'm currently reading Golden Sun. I'm not like, I don't think Golden Sun's going to be a 5-star. I'm pretty sure I gave Red Rising a 5-star, 4.5 star. And I don't think Golden Sun will be at this point, but I am only like not even halfway through. So we won't judge yet, but it's currently feeling like a 4 stars, maybe. But I do already own Iron Gold, so I definitely wanted to pick up Morningstar as the bridge between that, because I think I'll finish this series, but maybe I will hate Iron Gold. And if I hate Iron Gold, we won't continue, because I don't think it apparently gets any better. Who knows? But I'm yes, I now have both of those to go on my shelf for when I'm ready to read them, which will be probably next year. On the note of Golden Sun, if we're gonna focus, oh, she's gonna have a fun time. I'm gonna go to yoga in like half an hour, but I'm gonna take that time until then to work on Golden Sun. I was hoping Heartstopper would have arrived and I would have read that right now, but alas, no. And then I'm gonna try and read some Stardust when I get home tonight. Brayden's making his quesadillas, so it's gonna be delish. It is 10:50, I have to sleep. I have Cece here. Look at her, she's so cute. I've read today, I was pretty busy, I did say that earlier. What did I update you? When I got home, I did read about 50 pages of Golden Sun today, and that was before yoga. And then when I got back from yoga, I read about 30 pages of Stardust. The yoga session did kind of run late, so that didn't help. And so I've read a chapter of Stardust, and it's the first section of the movie following Dunstan, and I love Dunstan in the movie. He's played by Prince Caspian, which helps, like the guy that played Prince Caspian, Ben Barnes, and he's gorgeous. And I was hoping, Trixie's making noise down there, I was hoping I would like it straight away from the first chapter, but I really enjoyed the first chapter. Why does the one time when I'm like, it would be real convenient not to enjoy this, do I enjoy something? Like, I hate coming in with that mindset, but like my expectations, are my expectations set so low because I'm expecting to not like it, that then they're easy to impress, so I'm like it? I don't know. Like, yes, there are stereotypical stuff, like very, it's set in the past and very written to feel like that, so there are some racially offensive kind of stuff, like borderline, just very stereotypical, not very nuanced takes on things, like race in particular, but only in like passing, just like there are people around, but like we used Orients and stuff like that, very stereotypical because it's meant to be a fairy market. A lot of like they didn't use the word gypsy, but descriptions like that are very stereotypical and like of different nationalities and things, in this like fantastical kind of mid to early 1900s kind of way. And women don't have a whole lot of, I guess not agency, they have a decent amount of agency, but seem very, like, it's very, we need to get you a husband for you to, you get what I mean? And I know it's kind of intentional, which is why I'm not, like, I'm enjoying it, because I know it's, like, clever, like, or trying to be clever and intentional, rather than I just, like, total failure to comprehend issues, because Neil Gaiman can comprehend issues. He's a thoughtful person, and so yeah, I'm enjoying it, and I'm bummed that I'm enjoying it because I'm so excited for my August reads. Why am I like this? Why? Anyway, I need to sleep because sleep is going to be lacking this weekend. I'm probably going to be taking naps. I'm that like going to be lacking on sleep, and we don't have time for naps. We need to be reading. But yeah, my plans for tomorrow, I have work, and then come home after day job, and then I am doing a sleepover at my care job, so I'll be there from 11. So I have a decent amount of time in the evening. I have a lot of the time to myself. Brayden and I are home. Jessie is having dinner with workmates, so it will be calmer in the house. Jessie can be very distracting from reading, in like a good way. We have a lot of fun, but I can definitely make it so I forget that I should be reading. We tend to end up watching stupid YouTube videos, and it's like entertaining but not productive. And so hopefully I'll get a lot of reading done tomorrow. I just have lofty goals, my friends, but I'm not going to start these needs reads till Monday, especially if I like Stardust. Fuck. Okay, anyway, good night. Okay, I've just eaten breakfast. I've got to go finish getting ready. I've packed up my books. I'm going to take Stardust with me to work today because I still don't hate it. I'm now 50 pages in. We've seen a bit of Tristan and currently it's still like for the movie and I'm really enjoying it. So I'm going to take it with me. But I've also packed Golden Sun because if I hit a point where I'm like, oh, here's where I'm not enjoying it, I'm going to stop. So I need to have something else with me to carry on from that if that does happen. I'm hoping Heartstopper will arrive today. It's Friday, by the way. I don't think I said. If Heartstopper arrives today, I'm going to be reading that tonight. And then I'm going to try and get as far through Golden Sun and the Fire Eternal as I can today so we can try and finish them tomorrow. It's going to be a push, but I am really determined because I really want to start my other books. And you'll follow me on the adventure of my early start to the news too, so that is fine. Yeah, I'm gonna go get ready and I will see you later. I just got home from work. No Heartstopper sadly, and it's Friday so it won't come till Monday. But I left work a little early because we had a big day until like 2:30 where it suddenly like calmed down and I'm a little bit achy and tired and I just went, I'm out. I have work again at 11 at my other work, so I'm not gonna nap, but I can nap tomorrow. I do have a night where I should get a lot of reading done. Also, Jesse's out for dinner, which helps. As I said yesterday, he's really distracting sometimes. So now I've got to decide what I want to work on at the moment. I'm still currently enjoying Stardust, annoyingly. So I might work a bit on that. And then try and work on a bit of Golden Sun and the Fire Eternal. I don't know. But I am going to try and get a butt ton read tonight. Maybe like, is it ambitious to aim for like 300 pages in a night? I'm being ambitious. I should also say I'm not sure what I'm going to do because Heartstopper Volume 2 is for a Book Junkie Trials Challenge. And really it was due like a couple of days ago. So I imagine it would have to come Monday. But sometimes things are really delayed. What am I going to do? Part of me is really tempted to just buy it on ebook. Like I did with Wilder Girls. Oh, I'm real tempted. Do I do that and read it now? I'll see if I can. I know Family Share was making it hard for me to download stuff the other day. Let's see if I can buy it. Actually, I should charge my iPad and do it on my iPad so that I can actually see the pictures. You know what? Heartstopper is available on Alice Oseman's Tumblr as a webcomic. Is it cheating if I read the relevant sections on the webcomic? I'm doing it. I'm gonna read the webcomic of the relevant sections and then just roll with it. And when it arrives, I'll make sure I've fully completed the section. But I'm doing it because I really want to read it. Okay, so I just finished reading the webcomic version of Heartstopper Volume 2. And oh my god, I forgot how cute this section was. Nick and Charlie are just so cute. I'm an incoherent mess. But that's a challenge ticked for the Book Junkie Trials, which is for the one to reread a fave. Can't remember what place it was, but that's a bigger tick. Done. Done. I should update the progress tracker. and then I'm gonna try and read some of Stardust, I guess. Okay, so I just finished 100 pages and a bit of Stardust, which puts me like just past page 130. I'm still liking it, crap. I actually really enjoyed it. There were a few moments of like mildly racist comments, which I think were intended to like date the book, because it's very, I don't want to say old-timey English because that's not very specific, but very colonialist English, but also kind of critiquing that mindset a little, but it only the slightest bit. Like, not enough to properly develop that concept and make it seem alright. Like, there was a comment about he'd be as naked as the Aboriginals. Yeah, so that's a bit dodge. I didn't think they were necessary, basically. Like, you're not critiquing enough for it to be relevant for you to have put it in. You didn't need to say it. But other than that, I'm enjoying it. Like, a lot. Like, it would be a 4-star at this current phase. Out of everyone saying they were giving it 2 stars, I was so convinced I was going to hate it. And that I was going to hate it long before halfway. Apparently I'm the weird one that likes it. Alright, I'm going to switch over that. I'm going to take this to work with me at 11. And we'll see how much I get read then. But for now, I'm going to read a bit of Golden Sun and The Fire Eternal, and we might come back to this. We'll come back to this later. Why do I like it so much? I can't even pinpoint it. I just like the writing style. Nobody likes Tristram, but he's got like a lot of room for growth. Like, he's an idiot. That's kind of the point, is that he's an idiot. And they're all telling him, like, this girl is not the person for you. You're a little bit of a dum-dum. And he's just like, no, she's my true love. That's what true love is. But this is like exactly for the movie. Like, currently it's like scene for the movie. And I love the movie. Is the ending different? Is that, I don't know. I can't figure out why everyone doesn't like it. Even people who have watched and liked the movie didn't like the book. Like Rachel didn't like the book. But I don't know why yet. I can't pick it. But here we are, halfway through. It's a thing. So I said I start work at 11 tonight, and I won't finish till like 10:30, 11 tomorrow. I ended up having to fill an extra shift for someone, so my tomorrow's reading day is cut short a little. But so we're gonna go move on to Golden Sun now and get as much of that and Fire Eternal read as humanly possible. Okay, so I read 50 pages of Golden Sun, which means I have 200 pages left. And honestly, finally, now, halfway through the book, it's getting good. No, really it was the first third. I was like, political maneuverings, but not in an intelligent, fun way, just in a like awkward way. And then things started picking up, and now I'm like, cool, and the pages are flying by way faster than they were at the start. Great, cool. Might try and read more of this tonight if I can. It's only like 8:15, by the way, which is like nuts for how much I've read tonight. I swear it's because Jessie's not home yet. And then I've read so far 50 pages of The Fire Eternal, which means I have 250 pages left, and I'm going to read another 50 now before I move on. And then I'm going to switch it back over to Stardust, and I'm going to try and finish this tonight. Am I turning into a reading machine? Yes. Honestly, at the current time it is, if I buckle down, I could finish this by 9 o'clock, and then finish this by 10 o'clock. I don't know, that first 100 pages went by real fast. Maybe 10:30. I start work at 11. So then theoretically I could take Golden Sun with me to work and see if I get any more of that read. And then I would have read like 220 pages of this alone today. 100 pages of this. At least 50 pages of this. Like, who am I? And then I'll only have 200 minus whatever I get to later tonight of this left. And 200 pages of this left. For tomorrow. That's so achievable. Even though I now have an extra shift. I'm shooketh. I'm so happy. I feel like I'm on top of things. I'm gonna go pee but then keep reading. I just feel so like in control and it's a nice feeling. If I could even start something from Newt's tomorrow, I would be psyched. Like if I got through the last 200 pages of each of these in a decent time and could even start one of my Newt's reads. Wouldn't that be wicked? So, for all my talk, planning on DNFing Stardust, I ended up powering through it tonight. Like, I binged it like just over 24 hours. I read like 30 pages yesterday and then I read the other 220 pages today. And I kind of loved it. I think I would definitely give it a 4.5 stars, though we'll see what my rating comes out at and you see that in my wrap up. Because I think the climax of the movie made more sense than the climax of the book. Like logically it made sense in this, but it just wasn't quite as high impact because there wasn't a big like final battle scene. And there's some other things missing from this that I love in the movie. Like Robert De Niro in the movie is my favorite character and he's just like, his character is like barely in this. So things like that I think this is just like the movie did that better by adding that. Like I think that was good. Both the climax and that, whereas the climax is pretty, it's like clever. Like the resolution, but it's not high impact or like interesting really. But the actual rest of the story I really loved. I really liked the way the writing goes. And Tristan is a fucking idiot, but I love that everyone kind of picks on him for it. Like Yvain is not letting him, is not putting up with his shit and I love it. So Stardust read, I've read the Bookie Grail. We've completed the Bard Path now. And I only have 2 more things left because I finished Heartstopper Volume 2 today on the webcomic. I only have 2 more things left to read to complete every single location. So 200 pages of Golden Sun and 200 pages of the Fire Eternal, which I don't have with me. But I'm very confident that I can finish all that tomorrow. Well, today now because we're past midnight. But in Saturday, and then Sunday I can be reading new things. I'm so excited. Annoyingly, these last 2 are probably my least, like they're not super high ratings. I don't think. I think Golden Sun will be like 3.54 stars, and oh, depending on the end might blow my mind. And the Fire Eternal's probably only a 3.5 star. But they're both picking up now that we're in the middle. They both had slow beginnings, which was not fun. They've both picked up. So I definitely think I can zoom through that today. Oh, today, Saturday. Golden Sun will take a bit longer, but I read like 100 pages of the Fire Eternal in like an hour and a half tonight, no problem. So that's my goal for tomorrow. Wish me luck. Good barely morning. It is 11:30. Hence why it's barely morning. 11:28. 11:28. I just finished work, I'm eating some breakfast. I have a chai latte, almond milk, because that's how we roll in this household. And I only have 2 books to finish for the Book Junkie trials, and only 200 pages left in either of them. And that's our goal for today. I do have to go back to work at 4:30, 4:30 till 7, and then back again at 10. So, busy-ish, but there's still lots of time for reading. Plus, the Fire Eternal, which is one of my reads, is a middle grade with pretty huge text. So, like, I think no problem. I think we're going to be fine. Golden Sun might be a bit harder. It's just tinier text, but I think we can do it. I think we can do it. For now, I'm gonna eat my food and watch a bit of booktube and probably shower because I need it. So I have read 50 pages of Golden Sun and 50 pages of The Fire Eternal. It is currently 2 p.m. Great. I haven't showered, hence why I'm in my dressing gown. I'm drinking Coke. And I start work in 2.5 hours. Great. Yeah. I really should be reading. I should also go shower. Why is my Coke more in focus than me? Okay, I have showered, hence why I'm in a different outfit. And I'm going to sit back down to read the rest of this section of Golden Sun. I have about 20 pages left for this section. And then I'll flip back to The Fire Eternal for 50 pages. And I would love to get all of that done in the next, like, hour. And maybe even bat to this. Can I achieve it? Who the frick knows? Because then I gotta go to work. But I'll take a book with me to work. I don't know how much time I'll have, but if there's an opportunity, it's gonna happen. Okay, I just finished 40 pages of The Fire Eternal, so there's 100 pages left in that now, and 110 pages left in Golden Sun. I'm taking this to work with me, and I'm about to head off. It is 4:16, so I better go jump in the car and go to work. Hi, it's currently 8:30. I got home from work, I've eaten some pizza, and I've read a bit of Golden Sun. I'm like halfway through another section, another 50 pages. I kind of want to power through really fast. So I start working at 10. So that's like an hour and a half. Technically a little less than that because I gotta like drive to work. Can I finish these in an hour and a half? Perhaps not, but let's try. Actually, I do have some time to read when I get there, but so it'll be fine if we don't, but still. Also, I feel like today has been like super uneventful because all I've done is like read and work. But tomorrow will be the same. I don't even have any cats in the room right now to film. Okay, I just finished, actually, no, that's a lie. I'm like 20 pages. I'm like 10, 15 pages from the end of The Fire Eternal. I still have 60 pages of Golden Sun to go, but I gotta go to work, so I'm gonna take them with me, and I'm gonna take something else just in case I get more time. Who knows? Just in case, just in case. So I have 4 options, which are the start of my newts reads, and I'll kind of talk about them more tomorrow probably. So yeah, I'll just leave it to tomorrow. I'll tell you about them tomorrow. Anyway, I'm gonna go to work. I'm not gonna take my camera with me tonight, but I will tomorrow wrap up these 2 books and then tell you what we're moving on with. Good morning. It is Sunday morning. I just got home from work. It's probably like just past 8. I start working at 4:30 right the way through the evening, but I got housework to do. I want to participate in the book Junkie competitive trials today, which is the quiz. I got through the first round, which was the scavenger hunt, so I definitely going to do the quiz today. I'm terrified because I am really bad at facts. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm really bad at remembering things from books. But hopefully she said Rachel said you don't have to know everything in your head, but have the ability to look for it, and I'm very good at that. I did tell you last night I was going to tell you my thoughts on the things I finished, and then tell you what we're going on with for next week, now that I've finished every book on my TBR for the Book Junkie trials and all 17 prompts. So last night I finished The Fire Eternal by Krista Lacey. This is a middle grade dragon book. It's like 4th or 5th in the series. This was weird. This series kind of starts really quaint and then gets like nuts. And we're getting into full nuts territory. I was a bit confused throughout a lot of it. I didn't really understand one perspective for a large proportion of this. But I loved Xana's perspective. And the ending was a tad confusing, but I'm interested to see where the next book goes. And then I also obviously finished Golden Sun by Pierce Brown. This is a weird one for me because the first half I thought was really boring. Or maybe the first third, I just was like, it's political maneuverings but no action. And I don't think I feel like there was a time jump between book 1 and book 2. And you kind of just got dropped into this political maneuvering as if you should know what had happened in that time jump, I feel. Though correct me if I'm wrong, correct me if I just forgot a whole lot of stuff. And that then meant that while we were setting up all these political maneuverings at the start, I was really bored. It wasn't until the action really kicked in that I got invested in this, and then the ending blew my mind. So I'm definitely glad I bought the 3rd book. I do think these do a terrible job with women. They're just... way to give all your men interesting characterizations and development, and your women are just there, but whatever. Not that the women aren't cool, they just don't have any development. They're very, like, one-dimensional cool. But so I will be continuing on with Morning Star. But I think it's only like a 3.54 stars, and this is probably the same. So those are my last 2 books for the Book Junkie trials. What am I going on with now? We've been talking about this a lot, so I'm sure you know, but I'm gonna start my Newts reads. It is currently the 27th? 28th. Yeah, so there's like 4 days before the start of the month. And I'm gonna start 4 books. I'm very confident I won't finish any of them before then. I'm also currently listening to an audiobook for the Newts, which was Nevernight. And so I'll show you what I'm gonna be reading. I've already started a chapter of Sorcery of Thorns by Margaret Rogerson. This is a this is a YA fantasy standalone following libraries. My voice just like got real croaky. What is over there that it wants to focus on so badly? Sorry, my voice just got super croaky. I'm also gonna start working on I Wish You All the Best by Mason Diva. This is a YA romance, YA contemporary, following Ben, who is non-binary, as he deals with getting kicked out of home and moving to a new school, etc, etc. I'm really excited about that. Romanov by Nadine Brandes. This is obviously a like Anastasia myth, magical retelling kind of thing. And then Girls of Paper and Fire by Natasha Nyan, which is, I think everyone's heard about this by this point, but it's a East Asian fantasy, really dark. It has like consort to the Demon King kind of things going on, and it's a female-female romance. So those are the current things I'm going to start working on. As you can see, I've like tabbed out for 7 days worth of reading for each of them to try and finish them within a week is my goal. And then I could get like 20 physical books read if I read 4 books every 7 days of physical reads. I could get like a book done read, because this extra 4 days gives me like a full 5 weeks of reading for the month. But anyway, I'm gonna hop to it. No use chatting about that. So yeah, I'll also let you know when I start doing the Book Junkie trials, competitive trials thing. So I'm currently working on the competitive trials. I have books around me. Here's my like list of questions that I'm working on, and it's a bit hectic, but we're going great. Okay, I just submitted my answers to the questions. Now I can put these books away and have a desperately needed coffee. So I have submitted my Book Junkie trials, competitive trials answers. I've put on a load of washing, eaten breakfast, taken a bunch of photos of the books I've read over the past like 2 weeks because I've been very bad at Instagram, and got them ready to over the next week edit and upload. Don't know how good they are, but lighting's a bit funky today, more contrast, but hopefully I can play with that in editing. And now I still have to shower and wash my hair, do a bunch of dishes, and probably another load of washing. But I'm going to sit down for the moment and finish the section of Sorcery of Thorns, take a breather, then I'll go shower. So it is now, let's check the time, 11:07. I just finished the first section of Sorcery of Thorns. I am loving it already. It is so well written, so well paced, and the descriptions are amazing. I am loving it. It just is so good. My hands are freezing. It's really cold in the house. But I'm gonna go shower now, and then after I've showered, I'm gonna dive in to I Wish You All the Best and read some of this. Because I really want to get at least one section from each of these books read today, and maybe a bit more than that. We'll see. But yeah, I'll move on to I Wish You All the Best next, and then after that, Romanov, and then Girls with Paper and Fire. But I'm gonna go shower first. Yeah, that's the plan. Anyway, so we'll see how we go. Yeah, cool. Alright, so I have showered, and so I have gloriously wet hair. I'm gonna sit down and read like the 45-ish pages of I Wish You All the Best. That is today's section, and then I'll probably go do some dishes, cleaning stuff, and then come back and work on Romanov, which else have you? I start work at 4:30. It's currently 11:42. I have some leftover pizza in the fridge for lunch, which I will have at like 12:30 or something. I think we're on track. We're doing good. We're doing good. Yeah. Alrighty, I just finished the section of I Wish You All the Best. I am really enjoying it. Did I not say that I was a bit slumpy because what I was reading was stuff that I thought was only going to be like 3.5 stars, but that I knew what was coming up I would really like. Also true of this. This reminds me a lot of like a slightly less dramatic version of Zane Riley's Go Your Own Way, which I love, and I read it when it was fan fiction. It's about, it's like a bad boy romance between a guy who got, a kid who got kicked out of home for being gay, I'm pretty sure, and another kid who's got a supportive home life, and it looks a lot about that. It's like a bad boy romance, but in that kind of setting, and it has the school dynamic, and this is like the sweeter version of that, because that one's a little bit like raunchy and like a true bad boy romance, like heart of gold, but can be a real asshole. And this is like the sweet version. There's a freaking hair on my lens. Yeah, so It's really giving me that same kind of vibe, and I love that series. I need to buy the newest one actually. And I'm really enjoying this. It's just like, I really feel for Ben. They've gone through some shit, and they're trying to work through it, and I'm really excited to see their relationship with Nathan really blossom. I think it's going to be really sweet. But so I'm going to put that down for now. I'm going to go, I think I might eat. Yeah, I might go put together some food, and then I'll do some dishes and work on Romanov for the next little bit, which is a similar kind of size section, about just under 50 pages, 3 chapters and a prologue. No. So I'll work on that as well. This is probably the one I think of this set of 4 will be the lowest rated, but I'm still thinking I'll give it like a 3.54 stars. And this is the other one, Girls of Paper and Fire, which I also think will be a high rating. So yeah, that's where we're at. I'm just really excited about all of these. They're so good. And I want to try and finish like one section of each of them before I go to work at 4:30 would be great. Because then I could get ahead and be going great guns. Okay, so I just finished lunch. When I'm going to Macca's instead of having pizza. I'm gonna have my pizza for dinner. But now I'm gonna sit down and start Romanov. I'm excited. Okay, so I am not in focus. So I finished reading this section of Romanov just now. It is now just after 2 o'clock. 2:10. And I've read parts of 3 books today, so that's great. I am going to go watch Glee with the boys and start Girls of Paper and Fire by Natasha and Jan. And that's the update. So I just finished a section of Girls of Paper and Fire. It's almost time for me to go to work, but I'm really enjoying this as well. This is a lot darker than a lot of the other things I'm reading, but it's good. This is annoyingly like not very floppy whatsoever, which is a bit of a shame. I do find like non-floppy paperbacks are like physically harder to read. I don't know why, but I really struggle with them. I think it takes me out of the story a bit when I'm like turning the pages and having to like I break the spines of non-floppy paperbacks. So when I'm taking the time to break the spine, that like takes me out of the story a bit. But I am really enjoying it, and so I'm going to pack up all my stuff and head to work. Let's have a look at these kitties. Look, I have one kitty here, being real cute. Oh, giving me a shocked face. And here's the other kitty, whose face you can't tell a single component of. Oh, there we go, there's some eyes. Yeah? What are you doing? Baby girl. There she is. Hi, baby. Okay, I'm gonna pack up my stuff and go to work. Oh. Sorry, ma'am. Be gone. So it is just after 1 AM. I'm about to go to sleep, but I just thought I'd quickly wrap up this vlog. I ended up finishing 2 sections of Sorcery of Thorns, of Sure the Best, and Romanov. I didn't get around to reading a 2nd section of Girls of Paper and Fire, but I'm going to take that to work with me tomorrow. And so tomorrow I'm going to work on that and Nevernight, and we'll see how much I get read. We'll see. Thank you so much for watching this vlog. I hope you keep watching my vlogs as we move on into the news, and I will see you next time. Bye.